What if I told you that you could use XLOOKUP to find an image in Excel? Well, in today's video, I'm going to share with you 7 of the new tricks and tips in Excel that's going to help boost your productivity. Let's jump into it. Before we get started, I highly recommend that you upgrade to the beta channel and the Insider program, and you do that by going to File, More and Account. Some of the features might not be available to you, so this way, if you do this, you can literally get all of the new beta versions of launchers, and you just need to go through any of the actual agreements and press OK. Now your current channel preview, you can go and click here into beta channel, and that way just click onto the terms and press OK. And once you've done that, you will have access to many features that are newly launched. First up, we have the focus cell. In focus cell, if we're looking for some data, it will be simply easier to use this. Go across to view, go across to focus cell. When you click onto that, you'll see that you can simply go into any cell and it will give you a view of it. Now you can change the color by highlighting that and going into something like a green, whatever color you want. Now, another way you could use this is to show auto highlight, or you can simply go here, and if you want to search for something, just Control H to open that up. Let's type in IT and let's see what happens here. Okay, let's go find next, and you can simply just keep going along and finding what you need. Moving on to the scan function. Now, when you usually have a scan function, when you're doing a running total, you click onto your first range and you can go all the way down to the next range. And let's lock up our cell here and not this one here. So let's move that. Okay, close that up. Now, when you click onto this, you can see we want to have this C3 to C2. When we do this, and we can have our total running totals here. But now if you add something else here, this doesn't continue. So the scan function helps you to do this. Now what we need to do is just do scan. The initial value we're starting with is a 0 because that's what we want to do, and we want to add our array. Now we can select all our data here. We can close that. Now the function you can add is sum, and you can add an average as well, but what we want to do is sum. Now you can see we have everything exploding over the range. We don't want to have those. So how can we avoid this? Now coming on to the third formula, trim range. What trim range allows us to do is we can use it within our scan function to remove the data which is not there right now. So all we do is add the trim range here. Okay, now we're going to trim the range right here, and we're going to close this up here, and we simply have the data here. So all we can do is press enter, and you'll find that your data will finish exactly there. Now, if we add extra here, let's type that in, you will see that our data range will continue as long as we have it in our array. Now what we can do is if we delete this, we can also remove the data. So as you see from our running total and trim range, the trim range will only expand to the data that is available. Moving on to number 4, our unique formula. Now what the unique formula does is simply filter out all the unique data. So type in unique. Now go to your data, and you can have the square brackets if you want anything by column or exactly once. You can also type that in, but we're simply going to just use this to type this in, and you have your data there. You can also use this across 2 different columns over here. So we go to unique, and we go here, and now you can go by column. We can type in true or false, unique rows or unique columns. We want a unique column. And all we need to do is close that up, and you can see we can get a unique column. Another way to use this as well is unique. We're going to go to our array here, and we are going to go false this time, and we'll see what happens. It spills over our data for every unique item that it has found within each column. So very useful ways to use the unique formula as well. Moving on to the 5th, image in a cell. Now, wouldn't it be nice if you just click into your names here and you can find the image of your colleague right here. I'm going to show you how this works. So here we have a list of names and we have an image that's placed inside the cell. Now here we're just going to write in Selena. category, and we are going to just take an image. So we go here, across here, insert, go to illustrations. Now here, pictures, you can place in the cell or over the cell. We want it in the cell. And now if you already have a picture, you can go to the device, stock images or online pictures. We're just going to go onto an online image and we're going to take an image from here. Let's go and take out a cutout person here, and let's just click into any image, press insert, and you'll find that the image is placed inside the cell. Now, when we want to do our formula, all we need to do is we have our formula already here. Let's type in the Minagori and see what happens. And right here, we have all our data in a data validated list. That won't appear. So we need to clear up our data validation before we do that. So let's go across here, data validation, and let's extend our list to 8. And now we should have this. And there you go, that's the image. Very easily done. You can use this in any lookup formulas that will really help you bring your Excel sheets to life. Moving on to number 6, where you have a data from a picture. Now, once you go either online or you have a file which is in a PDF, you want to extract the data here without having to type it out. All you need to do is go into data, and you have this little icon here. You can go to a picture from a file, or if you've just simply screenshotted it, you can go to picture from a clipboard, click onto that. And once you have your data, you'll analyze, Excel's going to analyze your data. You see everything here. Now, anything highlighted in red needs some kind of verification from you. You can go through that. You can review it one by one if you want. You can change things around if you want to do that. If you want to delete the title, press accept, and simply just continue all the way down and press accept. Change it if you want, insert the data. Now, obviously, you are responsible for validating the accuracy. This is important. It won't do that. As you can see, we have spaces between the data. However, this is much better than having to type it in manually. The last tip that I want to share with you is link to range. Now, if you have a sheet with a lot of little tabs and you want to direct your colleague to a specific place, just highlight the range, right click, go down to the format here, and you have this link to range. When you have that, then Excel is going to create you a link that's going to take your colleague directly to that sheet once you've shared it. Once you have that, copy it, change it, edit the options here, and simply share it with your colleagues. Thank you for watching this video today, and if you like content like this, I would appreciate a like and subscribe. And until next time, happy spreadsheeting.